It's nice. Nice village, city. What is it?
We need in that vault.
Please, you're not really going out there on your own.
We can't afford a repeat of last time. I'm the Pathfinder. First contact is on me.
Most important thing ever. No pressure.
This is what it's all about, right? New worlds, new
What have you
aliens.
been up to?
Wish me luck.
Studying? You still got school
Um,
and shit.
I mean, high school is okay. It's not
Yeah.
too hard. It's not
Well, you're
too
not.
easy.
You don't actually. Are you going in at the moment, or is it all online?
No, I'm going. In Croatia, we've been going since like a month and a half already.
Okay.
Like in Croatia, they're really against the quarantines and stuff. Like here.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, that's because you're like an ex
Thank you.
communist and an ex part of the communist bloc, so people will remember what that was like when that kind of shit used to go on all the time. Like it's normal, staying at home was kind of normal 50
Mm,
years ago for your grandparents and your parents. Like you didn't go
they
out
just
unless
like
you had
to.
to because fucking anything
Angaran
could happen.
Governor of Aya.
Yeah, I mean they like
We
to eat
are
shit
the
here. Like
Angarans.
they saying, oh,
Hello.
yeah, school is
I'm a
better for you
Pathfinder of the
guys. You will
Initiative.
get fat. You won't learn shit.
Yes,
Like
you crossed the
people
dark
who
space.
you will hang out.
I've
Like if I
heard
want to
of your
hang out,
journey.
I will go
So,
out. If I
I
don't want
have
to get
this
fat, I will
inheritance.
exercise at home. I
Yeah.
will run. If I want to learn, I will follow your classes. So it's basically like
She's a
that's not true.
human
Just
from another
who wants to stay
galaxy.
fit will find a way
A
to stay fit. Who wants
pathfinder.
to hang out with friends will find a
Aya
way to
is
hang out with friends. It's
ignored,
just
protected.
like to shit talk a lot.
What do you want?
Yeah. Well, you
I
can't like.
apologize. Landing here the way we did,
It's
without warning.
complicated. Like
Fire was not the plan.
because a disease that
That's good
this
to know.
is
Because if it was,
like,
that
to
would be
be
a very bad
honest,
plan.
compared to diseases of history, it is
Are you
relatively
found,
harmless.
Ezra? He'll be waiting for you in his
There
office at
was
the
a
Resistance
plague in the
headquarters.
fucking
I'll meet you there.
like
I will
ancient times,
accompany you
like
through our city.
1000 BC
Your
plus.
crew will stay on your ship.
Like, and
Follow me.
it wiped out the Byzantium Empire pretty much. Like it
Mm.
killed 140 million people
Follow closely.
worldwide.
Do not
That's
try to
from what we
explore the
know.
city or interact with anyone.
So it just kind of shows you,
Ezra's guards
like.
will use force if
But at the
necessary.
moment, it's relatively
Understood.
harmless in
Is it
comparison to
okay
that.
to ask you questions?
But then we
I
know
shall
Yeah,
more
go.
but
about more about how we make sure people don't die and stuff nowadays.
they are basically like making it first here because they opened cafe bars and the corona is spreading now even more.
Yeah, yeah. Well,
So
that
like if they really wanna like
they'll figure it
cure
out.
corona, they should send us all to quarantine and close the cafe bars. But because when they did that, the cafe bars opened on the start of March,
Yeah,
and we went to school at the start of February.
yeah.
And before that, while we were in quarantine, there was only about 100 people every day, like
And
affected.
now
And
it's like a
now it's
thousand.
1,100.
Yeah.
It's basically like shoving like
This that's what happened.
fucking
That's what
bad
happened
that
here.
wasn't an idea.
Our government was like, oh, it will all be fine. Herd immunity and shit, and all this herd immunity stuff. With herd immunity being, if everyone gets sick, then the people who die off die off. Oh well,
Yeah, and then
you know.
basically everybody will like develop immunity, and then it
Yeah.
will be okay, right?
But the problem is coronaviruses don't. They're like the flu in the respect of they'll change a little bit all the time.
Yeah.
So
I heard that
so
it, like Corona like developed some like
so you
different.
might get antibodies, but 6 months later, your antibodies will not apply anymore. There'll be a different
Yeah,
antibody needed, so you can get sick again. And the problem is every time it mutates. So it's like the quicker you can get everyone vaccinated, the better, because the quicker if it mutates. I mean,
yeah,
at the moment it's like, as I say, comparatively it's reasonable. It's not good, but it's reasonable. But if it like there are ways it can mutate that if that happens, that it is Armageddon moment. Like horrific deaths across the countries, and it'd be
mm,
horrible. But for now, like it's my case of just make sure everyone gets vaccinated as quick as possible, and then the quicker that happens, the quicker everyone's fucking okay. by being okay,
Yeah.
then everyone can get on with their lives quicker, you know.
Yeah.
If you're the governor, why do I need to see this Ephra?
He's leader of the resistance.
What's that?
They fight the Ket
Resistance. Oh,
and protect us.
okay. Meet the leader of the resistance. Oh, aliens everywhere. Have like lion
I
faces.
detect unusual levels of electrostatic energy in the Angara.
Am I that intimidating?
You're an outsider who invaded our home. We know nothing about you.
I'm not here to cause trouble.
Then keep moving.
Yeah, I did history of medicine at school as part of my history qualifications, and like it was really interesting because it talked about how diseases spread, you know, viruses and stuff like that.
None of
And
the
they taught you
local
about,
flora
like, you
register in
know,
my data
vaccines
files.
and how
We've
vaccines
encountered
stopped
an
that
undiscovered ecosystem.
and how they work.
Your city is beautiful.
I mean, it
Thank
didn't,
you.
you know, didn't turn me into
You're
a
the
doctor
first
or an
outsider
expert in
to
any
see
way,
it.
fucking shape or form,
I'm
but it
honored.
gave me a basic understanding of these things. So when everyone was like, "Oh, there's nothing to worry about," I was a bit
What
like,
happens
"Well,
if Ephra doesn't like me?
it's probably not as bad
It
as what
won't,
some people are saying."
but
Like
you
with the
have
way
to earn
JFK
his
was
trust.
going about fucking
He's responsible for everyone's safety.
just
What
literally.
was he saying?
I mean, he was pretty much
You're a
getting
leader.
down for locking the doors of his house and just never opening them again. You know, he was definitely getting to that stage of insanity.
Oh my
This is the
god.
resistance
Well, it's not that
headquarters.
bad, yeah.
But like he,
But this
you know, but then there are other people who just didn't give a
don't
shit.
get kicked out more
And like
unprofitable.
anything, it's somewhere in between
telling
is
me to
the
wait.
best idea.
No,
So you know,
I'm telling you to be
Yeah.
strong.
staying indoors all the time isn't good for you. Getting out, do a bit of exercise, good for you. But
I
at
mean,
the
I
but
train
at
at
the
home. I'm
moment,
losing.
but at the moment, being a loner who plays computer a lot is possibly actually the healthiest option you could fucking take
Yeah,
in
no,
life.
like literally, let me tell you, like,
Normally, that would be the most discouraged thing, you know. And right
yeah,
now,
I
it's
know.
like, well, maybe that's a good idea.
I mean, like, listen, I'm literally the only thing I do in my life is play computer games. Like, I'm not even
Our
kidding.
experience with the
And
Kets makes us naturally
literally just
distrustful of all
um,
aliens.
okay, wait, yeah, I'm exercising at home. I'm not
We're
even
nothing
training,
like them.
and
fact, maybe we can help each
I'm
other
pretty
out.
thin actually, and I'm like
Yeah.
healthy because I train at home.
Yeah.
I go out every weekend with my friends, and
Yeah.
I'm like I spend like 90% of my free time on video games. But even if I spend those 10% on something healthy, I'm still like pretty healthy.
Yeah, I mean, the other thing
I'm
to
not a
remember is
beast. I'm not sick, so I mean,
at your age, your metabolism will still be very high because a lot of your body
Wait, the
uses
Kets
it.
I
kidnap you,
don't,
steal your
I
Well,
don't
body?
your
have
body,
problems with my back. I don't have problems with my eyes. Anything like, I
but
mean,
your body will be using a lot of energy just to grow.
Is it attrition?
Like
What
you're
are they
still
after?
growing. Well, you're 16.
yeah,
Do you know what I mean? So you don't stop
yeah.
growing till
I'm
you're
turning
20.
16 in 2 weeks.
You don't stop growing until you're 20 to 25 is when you stop growing. So until that time, your body is always using extra energy, just fucking building bone and muscle and
It's an aggressive
skin,
move
Yeah.
to Aya.
fucking eye cells and shit.
It wasn't meant that way. I have an arc
Okay,
full of
I'll
desperate
come a
people
bit later
counting on
then.
me to find them a home before they starve.
I'm going to play a game with my friend.
Feel
Go,
free
man.
to enjoy people.
Have a
See ya.
nice day.
Never mind how
Thanks,
you
you too.
found us. Why are you here?
On a hostile planet we call Eos, I explored an ancient structure, a vault, and brought it back online. It stabilized that planet's environment.
Remnant. Recent intelligence supports that claim.
If I'm right, there's a vault on Aya that's different. I need to look inside.
You're right. There's a vault out there, but it was shut years ago and the entrance hidden. We can't help you. The Moshai could. She's our most revered scientist and elder. She knows this vault. But now the Ket have her, and our rescue attempts failed. She's lost to us, and you.
There must be another way. How can I convince you? Can I offer help?
Arrogant. I don't know you, let alone trust you. Why would I want your help?
Of course.
Ephra, I feel... Ephra, what this alien says is extraordinary. The Moshai would want us to be brave and not let this chance pass. Joel, you talk too much. Let me assess this alien. I'll be your eyes. I know you can spare me. Go if you want. But when she tries to kill you, be prepared to strike first. I'm Jal Amaderav. I'll be your envoy through Angaran space.
It's gonna be cozy, so I hope you like people.
I hope I don't regret this.
Me too.
Don't know what that hand holding exercise is all about.